Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 3 of RBT-211, where I have to um, do an example of an external interrupt. So, for this assignment, we were told to copy some code and paste it in Arduino and watch it work and demonstrate what happens. So, the code works somewhat. I'm a little disappointed, okay, I have to admit. We have to work hard on our projects, and then when we have to cut and paste something and it don't work, it kind of gets annoying. So, first thing that I want to go through here is that this is for the external interrupts assignment. The first thing we do is we include a header file that is not included in the library, so we have to download it. It's timer1. And what that does is it allows us to use the interrupt timers um, with AVR and the Arduino. Since we're using the Arduino environment, we have to download this library. So the beginning here, we start off with a bunch of variables. First variable is a string called LED status, and we set that to off. We have a switch pin. That's going to be the pin. We have a button attached to it, and when you press the button, it's supposed to have some sound go off, but it doesn't really work. And you'll see this when I demonstrate the product. Something's up with the code, to be honest with you. I think I know what it is, but this is code that we're supposed to have downloaded and using it for an example. And sometimes things just don't go the way you want them to, but it was frustrating me at first, to be honest with you. So the second part is the pin for the red LED. Then we have a pin for the blue LED, and then we have a pin called buzz pin, and that is basically going to a passive buzzer that's going to play a set of tones, a little jingle when you press the interrupt. And basically, here's the tones right here. It's pretty cool. It's pretty neat actually when it works. So in the setup, we have to set the pin modes. And for the blue LED output, red LED output, switch pin's going to be the input because that's the push button. Buzz pin's going to be an output. And then we set the timer 1. We initialize it to 100,000, and I believe that's milliseconds. We attach an interrupt to it called blink blue. Then we have an interrupt. We attach an interrupt to digital pin to interrupt, and that basically says that which pin are we going to attach the interrupt to? The switch pin, so pin 2. And then what it's going to do is it's going to affect the blink function, and it's going to what this change does is it will activate when it senses a change between high and low. So if it's high and it goes to low, it's gonna do the interrupt. If it's low and it goes to high, then it's gonna do the interrupt. We have a serial begin here at 9600 baud, but I want to be honest with you, we don't use it. I don't know why it's there. Anyway, in the loop, so we digital write the red LED to high, delay 1000, we delay it to low, or we write it to low and then we delay 1000. Then we have a byte called reading, and it equals the low. So reading now is going to be digital read switch pin. So we're going to reading is going to read the switch pin. And then we have an if statement. If reading equals high and left button state equals low, it's supposed to detect it. That's what they do to detect the button press, but it don't work. We throw a loop in there. We start at 0, and then we increment it up until number of tones is actually 8. We increment it by 1. Once that, we play a tone on the buzz pin, and then we go through all the tones, delay it, and then we don't play any tone, and then we say last button state equals the opposite of last button state. And that's it. So here's the function of blink blue. If LED status is equal to on, then the blue LED is going to be low, LED status is off, return. Else, blue is going to be high, LED status is going to be on, and then return. When we have here's the blink right here. All it does is set the button state opposite of what the button state was. Okay, so it should be self-explanatory of what this does. So what happens is we have an interrupt. Okay, we have a couple of things going on. We have a LED that's blinking at 1 second. We have a blue LED that is going to blink about 5 times every second when there's an interrupt. Okay, and that interrupt is going to keep playing. We're supposed to be able to press this button, and it's supposed to interrupt, and it's supposed to play a jingle, but it's not working. I don't know really what's going on. I checked these switches. You know, my switches are good. Everything's wired up right. The code runs. It's compiled. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on. But nevertheless, in the spirit of good humor here, I am going to show you what's working on it so far. So guys, I do apologize for this one because this is the first time I've actually done a piece of code and it doesn't work out the way it's supposed to. However, I must point this out. I did not write this code. This code was written beforehand, and many students have used this. So I'm not sure what's going on, because you would figure that if everybody's using this code, it would work. But it's not. And I checked with a couple other students in class, and they told me the same thing. It's not exactly working the way it's supposed to. So, with that said, it is what it is, and here it is. Have a great day, guys. Hey guys, okay, this is for the external interrupt assignment. As you can see, the red light is blinking at 1 time a second. The blue light is flashing at 5 times per second, which is great, but press that, it's supposed to play, but it's not doing it. And I checked the code, everything should be right. So let's try resetting it, see what happens. Maybe I got a bad switch, but I doubt it. So I had gotten it to play sporadically, but I think, now you have to understand something. I didn't write this code. I downloaded it. I'm supposed to test it. Did you hear that? It finally went off. It did play the tone, but there was a very, very long delay on it. So I'm not sure. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you guys with this one. I'm not sure if it's working correctly or not. It's something that the teacher's going to have to take a look at. But I did transition the code over correctly. So everything else works except for that. I don't understand why. Maybe the teacher will let me know. Anyway, I will continue to work on it, but for now, this is what I have. Have a good day.